Hey guys, I just want to jump on here and do a quick video kind of walking you through everything so that way you know exactly what to look for and exactly what to expect and all that good stuff. So here's just our course Blackboard page. Over here under announcements, you can see everything that I've been sending you. It's super important in this time that we communicate well with each other. So please make sure to read through all of this stuff, and then here, please reply to this email so that way I know that you've seen all this stuff and I don't have to come run you down. So that's that. Here's our syllabus and schedule. So you can click on this and see our up-to-date schedule that has everything on it. Oops, I did it twice. But here's our syllabus that we talked about the first day of class. And then here is our updated revised schedule. So as you can see, this coming week on the 31st, we have test 3, and then we only have 1 week to cover all of module 7, 8, and 9, so it's going to be a lot. So everything's up and running, so that way you can go ahead and work ahead and use your time wisely, because we do have a lot going on next week. Because we only have 2 more days left, so one will be for test 4, and then the final exam on the 21st. So thankfully this happened when we don't have that much stuff left to cover, and also you guys have been awesome and already watching the video, so you're somewhat ahead of the game here. So going down, I want to show you this right here is our virtual classroom. So during our class time, this is how you click on it. So for test days, the test will be open. Let me show you right here. Well, the test will be available to you to take from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So that we have a 12-hour window. Because I know with a lot of people, like their schedule is crazy, their kids may be at home, whatever. I wanted to make sure you had enough time to do it. So from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., March 31st. So on Tuesday, on March 31st, you do not have to log on to virtual classroom, by no means. So if you have any additional questions and you want to log on there, and then we can talk to me virtually and I can show you things and you can show me and whatever, it's a little more hands-on. We can, and I'll show you how to do that, but you don't have to for test days. So for test days, all you're gonna do is take the test. So log on and take the test. I'll be emailing out a password at 8 a.m. So whenever it starts, it's just straight on my lab math, and I'll show you that stuff. But it's straight on my lab math. It'll be available. You'll see it at that time, and then once it's available, you just take it, and then you're done. Just like every other test. Same thing, all you need is calculator and scratch paper, no notes, no book, no other apps, no other people. This is for you, especially this class is going to be hard. So everything we learn in this class and everything you get tested on, you're going to be expected to know in college algebra. So if you are dishonest and you use other resources to help you on the test, all that's going to do is hurt you in the future, because you're going to go on to college algebra and then you're going to be so far behind, and then there's no going back from that point. So it's really important for you and for your success in the future that you're honest with me and yourself. So you have to show work for every single problem in order to receive credit. Even if you have the right answer, it's not going to be marked right unless you show work for it. So you have 2 options to show work. I'll show you both of those options, and that work must be submitted within 30 minutes of completing your test. That way you have a little bit of time to kind of get your stuff organized and get it all updated. And it's also the use for I can give you partial credit. So that's why it's important that you also submit your work. Same thing before, we have the practice problems for extra credit. And then all of Module 5 and 6 homework and quizzes will be due March 31st at 8 p.m. So I backed that up a little bit so that way if you're still working on it, you still have a little bit more time. So I opened that up. So going back to the virtual classroom, let's click on that so that way you know what to expect if you're in this or for the next week of whenever we go and actually have class. So this is what it's going to look like. Here's our Tuesday class meeting. You can either click here, or I'm going to email you a direct link. I'll show you what it looks like going on this one. I'm also going to send you here's my link that I'm going to send you. I'm also going to send you a phone number. So as I mentioned before, you need to have a computer, obviously, to like click on the link and see what I'm doing. And a microphone. I'm not going to see you, so don't worry about like your kids running in the background or your messy house or like putting on actual clothes. Don't worry about that. because we're not going to see you. I'm only going to see, if I see anything, it'll be just seeing your screen. So don't worry about that. Also, don't worry about with a microphone. You have to have a microphone, but you can mute it, and then all you do is you unmute it when you want to talk and then mute it again. So that way we don't hear everyone's background noise. So, whatever's going on, don't worry about that. If you don't have a microphone, I just use the one that's built into my computer. I don't have a special microphone or anything. But if you don't have a microphone, I can give you this phone number and you're just going to call. So have your computer out watching everything on the computer. And then you can use your cell phone to call in the number, and that will be your microphone. Same thing, you can mute it and all that good stuff. But this is what it's going to look like. Let me join it so you can see what it's going to look like. Okay, we're joining any day now. All right, so this is what it's going to look like. So over here, this is where you can share your audio. So I can press that, and that means my microphone is working. This is if you want to see me, which you probably don't want to see me right now. So that's what that is. This is so if you have a question, you can raise your hand, and then it'll show that on my screen that you've raised your hand, and then you can click to whenever I answered your question. So using this button over here, this will show you the participants, so that way you can see who's in the class, and that way you get your attendance grade. Here you can chat, so here you can say whatever you want and chat and comment and all that good stuff if you don't want to talk. And then here's where if you want to share a whiteboard, so say for example if we had, let's use a pencil here, and we had x plus, I'm just using my mouse to write this, x plus 1 equals 0. We can see and use this and change our colors to say, okay, let's solve this. So that way if you have a question and you don't know how to write it in words, we can do this way, and we can discuss problems from here. So that's one option. And that's what you do here. I'm also going to do some type of polling where you can answer questions right here so we can see. But that's pretty much what it's going to look like and what to expect on Blackboard. All right, so let me get out of this class. Let me go back. Get off of here. So that's what to expect. I'm going to email you a link whenever it gets closer. So notice class starts at 5:30, but you're able to go in 30 minutes ahead of time. So I'll be on there starting at 5 o'clock. So that way if you want to individually ask me a question or whatever, I'll be available as virtual office hours there. My lab math, same as usual. I mean, you guys are so good with this. Going to all assignments, you will see test 3 will be on here, test 4 will be on here, and the final exam. So you can see all of that good stuff. So whenever it's available, it will be available to you right here. Same thing for test 4 and then final exam stuff. So whenever they're available, they will be shown on this screen. Okay, so a couple of other things. Let me do it so that way it's enter preview modes. This is how you see it, because I have a couple other things on my side. Module 5 and 6. You guys should be really familiar with this. Here's our blank notes. Here's our worked out notes. And here's the videos for each section. So again, blank notes, worked out notes and video, worked out notes and video all the way down. Here's some extra practice if you need it. Same thing, module 6, same setup, blank notes, worked out notes and videos. These are videos that I've made, so they're videos of me. So that way everything stays super consistent. But here's what I wanted to show you under test 3. So clicking test 3. Here's a study guide of kind of what to expect. It just is a reminder, please complete the test 3 practice problems for extra credit on My Lab Math. Here is, since we're not able to do like actual review in class, I worked out some of the problems for you. So here is some of the problems like we would do in class, already worked out, so you kind of can see a good overview of the whole test in one assignment. So that way you can use just like we would do in class. Those are the problems. And then this is the important part. This is where you can submit your work here. Remember, you have 2 options. One option, which I'll show you to do it straight on, which I showed you already, I'm sorry, straight on My Lab Math, or you can click right here, Submit Test 3 Work. Browse your computer and find the PDF or the image or whatever that you've taken pictures of your work. Make sure your pictures are legible so that way I can see and I can read and I can see what's going on and you have everything numbered and everything good. Whenever you submit, like I just take a picture and email it to yourself and then attach the email and then press submit. So that's pretty much everything. The other option was, as we talked about on the announcements, of showing your work. The other option was right here. So this is what your test will look like, and then you just click this show work button, and then you can use your mouse to write, or you can attach a picture right here of your work, or you can right here type your work, whatever you want to do, as long as you have work for every single problem. All right, so that should be a little overview of everything so you kind of have a better feeling of what to expect. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, good luck and I'll be talking to you.